Anybody remember those times? Like spring break? No?
No,
Improv class.
Cool, cool. Just me.
I love it.
just you.
Just me. All right,
Uh,
great. So let's get started here. That live will be going in just a minute, but don't worry about that. We'll get started with connecting on homework, okay? So homework last week was to start working on our initiations and just start practicing those, getting used to those. So raise your hand if you got a chance to work on that a little bit this week. Okay.
Chris has a question.
Cool. So that's going to be our theme tonight. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to go into initiation scenes where we're literally doing it like a drill. So we're going to go back and forth and back and forth. And we've done this with all kinds of different exercises. We do this with our who, what, wheres. We do it with our yes, because. Every once in a while we'll do it drill style, A, because it's just fun as hell, and B, because it forces you to just have to go without thinking. So I want to talk about the homework purpose. So the idea of giving this out was, again, as a reminder, the why behind it is not for you to then take that and go, okay, great, now I'm going to use those in my scenes tonight. Now I'm going to use that in whatever scene. The purpose is to just get you in the mindset of getting used to doing them, of making it second nature. So Bradley, give me something non-acting related in your life that's just second nature. You don't have to think about it. You've done it so many times. It's just easy.
specific or more broad?
Either, whatever first came to mind.
Okay, making scrambled eggs.
Okay, making scrambled eggs. Yeah, I would fail at that big time. Okay, but Bradley has done it enough times where he knows where things are. He knows how to do it. Okay, Connor, throw me out another one. What's something that's just, let's go with this one, something just really simple. You don't even think about it because you've done it so many times.
Washing your hands.
Washing your hands, okay? Not the case for everybody, but for you, you don't even think about it, okay? Brushing our teeth. A lot of these things, they're just part of our daily routine, okay? I'm going to take it into driving for a second, okay? So driving, when we first learn to drive, it's terrifying oftentimes, right? We're not sure how it's going to go, and we're like testing and getting used to it. After you've driven for a while, you don't even think about it. Then all of a sudden you got your like phone going. You shouldn't, but you do. You got like a bunch of other stuff happening. You can do multiple things at once because you're not thinking about it anymore because it's second nature, okay? Then if a change happens, you adapt to that change. So recently I got my new brace, so now I have 2 braces and I can slowly start acclimating and working towards running again. But this thing's a beast. It's pretty crazy. I mean, look at this guy. It's huge. It's like, it's crazy. Spring, heavy, right? The whole point of it is to spring off, okay? So I get this new brace. I get into the car, and the first time I drive, I'm so used to driving. Obviously, you don't think about it. It's so easy. But I had this new situation that I had to adapt to that I wasn't expecting. So I went in and I started driving, and immediately, because it's this like straight thing, it just sort of got stuck on the pedal. And I was like, I'm like flying for a second. I was like, ah! Like, and it's like terrifying moment where I was like, oh man, I got to readapt and learn how to do this. Well, now I've done the brace for a bit, and it's very easy now to know how to adapt and move the way that I move my leg for the brace. We're going to keep adapting and initiation in initiations and getting better and better at them. But the goal is, if you keep practicing them, keep getting yourself in the headspace to understand that I should not start a scene without understanding some form of either who, what, or where, and getting that out there, then it will become second nature. And all of your scenes from here on out will become easier. The more you do it, the more it just becomes that second nature, that scrambled eggs, that whatever, right? And you don't have to think about it, it just happens. If you don't, we end up on stage a lot of the time and in auditions or whatever, just in that starey space where it's like, and you're like fighting to try and come up with something instead of just making a choice and going with it. And again, the more you've done it, the quicker things come to your mind, okay? So that's the why behind it. And then as we move forward today, it's just going to be back and forth scenes. So I'll use, let's see. I'll use, Hannah, you're sideways, by the way.
Bro, sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. Just letting you know. Let's use Alicia here, okay? Alicia, all right? We're going to do an initiation. It will look like this. This is what everybody's going to be doing tonight, and this is a cool exercise you can do with somebody at home. If you were back when we did our what was it, the voice attitude posture where we did gauntlet style, where every 10 seconds you had to switch characters, it's like that. So we'll work like this, Alicia. I will throw an initiation your way, and we may do 2 lines, maybe 3. scene will be called, and we will switch. Okay? So let's do a reverse. You throw an initiation my way. Become a character. Throw me an initiation.
You stole the last slice of pizza.
I sure did. And you know what? I don't care.
How can you not care about that? That was very important to me.
Because I'm breaking up with you. Scene. Okay? Now, when I call scene, I'm going to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's then the responsibility of the other person to immediately initiate with something right away. Now, initiation can be a line right away, or I can just be in a stance. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, me, Alicia, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I've been waiting a long time to see you. Whatever. Like, I didn't have to speak right away when the one ended, but it was very clear that I had an intention and a way that I was going to take it. And then as soon as it came to me, I threw out the line. Does that make sense to everybody? So what we're going to do is we're literally going to fly back and forth, and then talk about it per person. If we have time tonight, we will then go into a scene each where we start with a strong initiation and go a little further into the scene. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions on initiations before we get going?
Nope.
Ian's like, nope, I'm good. I'm in bed. I'm ready to sleep. Here we go. Just kidding. That's a script class joke. Ian likes to sleep in before class. No, just kidding.
And I'm always in bed.
That is it. All right, great. So I'm going to start sending you guys out, and I will bring you in one at a time. So once you're sent out, you can jump over to that live video. And yes, Mom, it now exists.
Well, mine's not existing, so I've done something.
Go to.
It won't let.
And this
It
is
won't
for
let
anybody,
me.
if
It won't let me move. I see that it's the class next, but it won't let me move. This, that Apple TV thing that you gave me.
So instead, just go to YouTube, Deering Studio, and it will be right up the top of our YouTube page. It says it says live video. So if you lose it, see if you can find it right at the top. If not, call Shay or Joey, and they will help you.
Okay.
All right. And actually, why don't you just keep yours off for a second, because I'm gonna keep you in this first scene. You guys can talk to each other while I send you out. I mean, you don't gotta be silent and weird, you know.
No, we choose to be silent.
Would be awkward.
We don't know when we're gonna get cut off.
Remember, we're trying to embrace the silence.
It's like the most sad thing ever in the
Elizabeth
middle of
throwing
a
my own
conversation.
knowledge back at me.
Yeah, you're like, I remember I was talking to Dakota. I was in the middle of a sentence, like, God.
Yeah.
See
Joey
you later.
cuts me off whenever I'm in the middle of a sentence too. He's always like, "Okay, bye, Truman." I'm like,
I think Joey does it like to just like do it. No, I'm just kidding.
"Joey just starts to bully me."
Okay.
Everyone should just get real close to their camera and just stare at Brian until he puts us out.
I don't like it. That thing you're saying, don't. All right.
Scary.
It's kind of like American Idol.
Scary.
Like, do I stay? Do I leave? Like, what's gonna happen to me? You know?
Well, just
And
don't
then
think
there
about it.
were, how many is there? We got 4? You're so close. You're so close, Ryan.
Uh-oh.
I'm almost there.
Uh-oh.
We are
It's down to the wire, guys.
so
We're
Uh-oh.
gonna make it. Who's getting out?
Uh-oh.
It's time for another episode of Mornings with Matt. I'm very excited today.
Someone's watching Mornings with Matt.
Hey.
Yeah, you know who it is. I can't get the stupid TV to go to where
Don't
it
worry
is.
about it, Mom. Call Joey once your scene's over. He'll help you.
Am I in the scene?
Yeah, you're about to be.
Oh, I'm
Will
sorry.
it be Dakota or will it be Connor? That is the question.
We should rock, paper, scissors for it.
Ha. Bye.
Yeah, everybody wants to be in a scene with me.
I do. Yes,
Connor,
I'm
How
excited.
funny was that? What I just did to Dakota? Come on, like that was pretty great, right?
Amazing.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna be going back and forth. You're my first grouping, so if we have any questions, you can ask that, and everybody can kind of learn from watching you guys go. Okay. So Connor, you'll give the first initiation. Once she does, Mom, the scene has begun. Okay.
Okay, I can't see. I can't. Hold on. Let me scroll. Wait a second. I remember what you said. All right. I can see you now, Connor. Good.
Great. So Connor will initiate, and then the scene begins. Okay, at some point, I'm just going to stop it. Once I start counting down from 5, once I get to 1, it's your turn to start a new scene right off the bat, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll start off with Connor. Here we go. 5. Wow, that was a weird 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chucky died.
Are you kidding me?
No. I went to his goldfish and he was gone.
Scene and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at these pretty beads.
Oh my gosh. Are those the ones Mom got you?
Yep. Too bad she didn't leave you one, but you know, even though we're twins, you know, I think because I came out first, I'm a little bit older. You know how it goes. So
Scene and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why didn't you tell me? You're pregnant?
Well, you know, I don't want anyone to know. You know how it is. I'm not married.
Well, are you going to tell Carl?
Scene and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you coming over?
I don't know.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know?
Well, like, my mom doesn't want me to come over to your house anymore.
Scene and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. What happened to your eye?
You can tell?
Yeah. Did you get in a fight again?
Well, I covered it up with makeup.
Oh my God.
You can't
Scene.
tell?
Okay, good. Hey, guys, let's talk about it. What was that like?
It was pretty good for me. I really, she gave me a lot to work with. I knew the who, what, and where, you know, and all that. So once that was over, then I could connect.
Yes. Okay, Connor, what about you?
I kind of like the spontaneous, like back and forth and I'm like on the edge waiting to see what she's about to say and then go off of that. So it's nice.
Awesome. Well, both of you had some really good initiations. Like, seriously, and for those watching, I'm sure they're feeling the same thing. I wanted to see more. Right? And so you guys are the first ones, so I'll talk about this. The whole point of this is what just happened. If you can get to something right away, then we are sucked in. Somebody in last night's class described it this way. When they were creating initiations at home, they were trying to create them in a way that if it was a TV show and it was on in the background or at the side, that it would pull their attention from their homework. It would pull their attention from whatever they're doing. And this is what that started to do. So I really believed it and I wanted to see more. So what usually happens in a scene is we come out and we kind of get stuck, you know? We don't know where we're going to go. We don't know the other idea. And so instead of just making a choice and throwing it out there and trusting our partner, we just get stuck frozen. So this was a fantastic example, and this is what the purpose of tonight. That's why I'm speaking on it for you guys, is to just get in the habit of this. Because if you do what just happened, the way it felt right now, improv will always feel that way. And that's what makes improv so fun. That's what makes it so great, is nothing can be planned. It's impossible. You just connect, you make a choice, and together you build something. So both of you did a wonderful job. Purely, I have no notes, literally, other than the fact that, just this is a great thing to keep doing, so keep doing it. Because, again, when you do, your scenes are going to be so much better. So, good work, both of you.
Thanks, Connor.
Good job. Good job. You did great.
Thanks.
And then, Mom, once you get sent out, you can call Joey. Or
Okay, I'll
Shay
figure it out. It's just this Apple TV because I don't know, it just wouldn't switch over. It's on YouTube, so go ahead with class. I'll figure it out.
No problem. You're going to stay in, both of you, till I get the next two.
Thanks again, Connor.
No, you did great. You did really well.
Thanks, Connor.
Okay. All right, Grace, welcome to the adult
Hi.
class.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be, well, an adult?
I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie.
A little bit? Truman, were
Yeah.
you nervous in your first adult class?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I put you guys together for that reason, actually, just to try to ease some of that for you. So here's the deal. Grace is in this class because she is a hard worker, and she takes this very seriously. So let me ease some of this fear for you, ease some of this like nervousness. You belong in the room. Okay? There's something to like when you can understand, all right, that yes, they're older than me. Yes, this is a little different, but I belong here. A lot of the nerves can go away. And so I want you to just hear that and know that that's truth. If you didn't, you wouldn't be in here. There have been plenty of people your exact age that I've kept back, but you belong in this room. So now, just like we do in the teen class, have fun, connect. Truman's an amazing scene partner. You guys are going to have a blast tonight, and let's rock and roll, okay? Sweet. Truman, you're going to go first, all right?
Wait, I'm gonna go first?
Truman is.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Carol, I miss you.
Well, I don't really miss you.
Yeah, I sort of got that. I just...
Scene. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I was walking your dog last night, and it accidentally ran away.
You were... How did you let it run away if it's on a leash?
Well, another dog was coming, and I accidentally let go, so...
Scene.
My bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Susan, hurry up. We have to go.
Go where?
So, I messed up. We need to hide.
5,
Well,
4, 3, 2, 1.
well, I know you're cheating on me.
You have no proof.
Oh, yeah, I have text messages.
Text
5,
messages.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, I was thinking that we should do the science project on dolphins.
Dolphins? Well, I wanted to do it on bears.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So last night I was driving your car and I accidentally crashed it.
Oh my god. First you lose my dog and now you crash my car.
And scene.
Well, like,
Truman ties the two together. Amazing callback. Nice job. All right. So tell me about that experience. Grace, you first. First time in the adult class. Tell me about what that was like.
I liked it. I thought, I don't think there was like any like awkward pauses.
Agreed. Okay. Awesome. Truman?
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I feel like for a long time I always had like struggled starting a scene, so it felt just very easy to start scenes, which was nice.
Yeah, dude. And you were getting so much better at that. It's awesome. Okay. So now here are my 2 notes to move forward in future scenes. It actually doesn't have to deal with the initiations because those are great. Okay. So Grace, just a small thing I want you to be aware of and start. And we talked about this in the teen class. So just keep noticing it. Keep being aware. You want to be cautious with denying. Okay. And it's actually totally okay to do that. But right now, it's a habit. Going back to those habits, it's sort of like your first response. So
Yeah.
So instead,
Yeah, I agree.
So now just start every time you do it. Do your best to get in the same boat, no matter how weird it is, no matter where it goes. Get in the same boat, and the more you do that, the less the other thing will become second nature. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Cool. And at Truman, okay, great with the initiations, great with the listening on that. The one note I have for you on the dog scenes, going back, is realizing that what's the most important thing. So she talked about, go ahead.
I trusted her and like I could have connected it better, I think.
Sort of. So she said that she took your dog and on a walk and it ran away.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you made it about the leash.
Yeah, okay.
So you're exactly right. So all it is taking the extra moment and hearing that and going, what's the most important thing? Not the leash, the fact that she lost your dog. Okay? Great. Guys,
Yeah.
Those are just small scene notes. Your initiations were great. Great work. Proud of you.
I loved it. That was so fun.
Whew.
I wish I could have continued some of those scenes.
100%, and we're gonna talk about that later.
Good job, Grace.
Good job.
Okay, gonna bring in Alicia and Elizabeth.
Yeah, those are just small scene notes.
Alicia, you look so pretty.
Thank you.
Ah, like now I feel bad sending Truman out. You know, like I feel like
I feel like the third wheel. I feel like I interrupted something every time I get pulled in here.
I'll go.
I made him go. All right, cool. Okay, we are all set here. So, Alicia, why don't you go first, and then we'll just go back and forth.
I was watching you sleep last night, and I really just appreciate your breathing pattern.
You know, I think it's time for you to leave. Yeah, actually, like right now, I think it's time for you to go. So
5,
you can...
4, 3, 2, 1.
You didn't leave that in your hair for more than 30 minutes, did you?
Well, it said 30 minutes on the box, but I figured might as well give it some extra time, right? Like an hour and a half to 2 hours
5
at the most.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We really need to talk about how you're doing at this job.
Honestly, man, my yoga instructor says that we go with the flow. So anything you need to bring up to me, I'm here for it.
But you're doing your yoga in the middle of the day when you're supposed to be working.
Makes the
5,
food taste better.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You left our rent money in a hotel?
Well, it seems safe.
Oh my God. We're going to get evicted. This is it. Oh my God. We're going to have to sell the dog. We're going to have to sell. How much money do you have on you?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Your pet goat ate my carrots.
It's revenge for eating my ribs last week, which I know you took out of the fridge. I saw your 2 bite marks. So.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. I may or may not have told your boyfriend about the ring that you got him. Don't be mad.
That was supposed to be a secret. I trusted you with that information.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I really missed you last night. I'm sorry you couldn't come.
The thing is that I didn't want to come, and I didn't know how to tell you.
Pause. You're doing great. I got to challenge you a bit. Alicia, I'm going to you. Continual. So you can respond right away, Elizabeth, until I do, but you don't need to respond with a line. You can just be listening and reacting, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Alicia, I'm just going to make you keep going.
Okay. So should I start from the initiation again?
Yep. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I really missed you last night. I'm so sorry you couldn't come. I mean, we had so much fun, but it just like it's really never the same without you there. Like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, can you
Hold on, sorry.
I saw
Alicia's gonna have to keep going.
Sorry.
It's okay, and then I'm gonna do it to you. 5,
okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I was teaching your child yesterday the alphabet, and he doesn't understand.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, he's a dog, so I'm not sure what you really want me to do with him.
Pause, Elizabeth. I want her to go one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was out in the garden yesterday, and I noticed that you were walking where I planted the tree. And
Scene. Elizabeth, your turn. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God, if you could just shut up for 5 minutes, let me explain what's going on.
Elizabeth, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I thought you were allergic to seafood.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I guess it's just because I'm jealous of you.
Scene. Okay, good. Oh, awesome, guys. Awesome. So honestly, we were doing really well with the initiations. We were listening so well. So when that happens, you have to go, okay, good. Now what do I do to level myself up more? And so I'm going, okay, you guys are doing great. Now let's find a way to enhance that. So tell me about that experience.
I feel like my mind went through every like sitcom that I know and was like peeling back like different like things to think about. But the more I got into it and I was like, okay, yeah, that idea worked. That didn't. That did. It was like my mind kind of opened up and was like, yeah, and just kept feeding the cards to you.
Love it. Alicia?
I like going super fast because I'm the type of person who overthinks everything. So this format helps me just get out of that mindset and just go for it.
I love it. I love it. So for you, Alicia, keep doing it. Keep finding ways to just like, because you don't, like, I just showed in the happy accident here. I just showed an example to you where you don't need another person. Where literally you can just like set a little timer and go da-da-da, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. And then when you go back again, like you said, to your scenes, that planning mind still going to be there, but it's that muscle memory. It will be less because you will have built up the muscle to not plan as much, kind of going back into like what Matt said to you in the mornings with Matt's show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Elizabeth, really good. I love what you said about sitcoms. I love it. So do you watch a lot of that stuff?
Oh, I'm a sucker for sitcoms.
I feel you. I feel you. Okay, so here's the cool thing. The things we do, the things we watch, the things we listen to, we absorb it. Everything. Whatever it is, it's there. So it is now a part of your subconscious mind, which is why we talk a lot here about the importance of being aware of what you put in your mind. So you want to watch the Real Housewives of Beverly, whatever, like, just know that you're killing your brain. Just know that like, it's not helping you. And if you just enjoy it and you're like, hey, I'm just watching this to totally just enjoy it, awesome. That's totally fine. Realize that. But also realize time's valuable, and everything you watch, you're filling your mind with it. So what you've done is gone, okay, these are all characters I've seen. You're not recreating them, right? You're not like being the girl from New Girl right now, Jess. Like you're not creating her, but you might be a Jess-esque character just naturally because you've been studying these things and watching them and practicing characters. So that's what started to happen for you, and it's so cool. So I want everyone to realize that and know that, like, literally it's annoying sometimes, but I will watch shows sometimes and stop it. I'll pause it and I'll literally take notes on the things that they're doing if it's a great show. Because as actors, that's what we should be doing. And I don't know if you know this or not, but literally, as an actor, one of your jobs can be that you can write off going to the movies. Literally, because it is a job. Because to us, entertainment is a job. You can write off every movie you buy if you have yourself established as a business within that. And at some point as an actor, you will. Like you'll be Elizabeth LLC or Brittany LLC, whatever. So when that's the case, just keep absorbing, excuse me, and bring it to your scenes because that's awesome.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good work, guys. Woo.
Woo, woo. Good job. You did so good.
You too.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget that we're in scenes and I'm like, wait, what happened? Wait, what? You did this?
All right. We're going to bring in Bradley.
But I do like makeup. Like, I like the blue. It looks really compliments. Like, it looks really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boredom.
The quarantine fashion. I did a no face today because my face is not taking makeup right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Paul. I dig the glasses, dude.
Elizabeth. How
You
do
look fresh.
Dude, they look so cool. All right, I'm sending you out, Elizabeth. See ya.
Bye. Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, seriously, those glasses, she beat me to the punch, man, but they are looking fresh.
Thank you.
Hey. Nick, you get to work with Paul tonight, which means you're officially
Absolutely.
an international actor. Pretty great.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll start off. Paul, why don't you give us our first initiation, and then we'll go from there. We'll just keep switching back and forth, okay?
Okay. So I had to calculate all of this, and I just can't find the correct, the equation.
and everything like it's mixed up and like it's driving me crazy. Did you try it too? Like what he gave us?
Good. So Paul, I'm gonna pause you. Okay, this is a great initiation. I think you were inspired off of your own glasses and your own pencil there, right? I love that. Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now realize, and we talked about this last week. Remember, you don't want to throw too much at your partner, and especially with an initiation. So just throw one thing at Nick. Start off with sort of that first sentence, just about the math and dealing with that. That's great. And let Nick now deal with that in the response, okay?
Okay.
So same initiation, just throw one little piece at him and let him go from there.
Okay. So I tried this math equation. It's terrible. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, try that line again, but maybe this time act.
Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How am I supposed to churn butter with one arm?
Duh. That's how it's done, I guess.
5.
It's done with 2 arms.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. Look at that girl. Oh, Yvonne.
That's my sister.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me, Sarah, but I think your eyebrows are upside down.
What? I'm sorry. What?
So pause. Paul, I want you to learn something here, okay? This is great. Nick threw something way out left field, right? So he got you to laugh. You happen to have that amazing smile. We talked about in certain scenes, we want to get rid of it, right? So that you're not showing it. However, Nick created a natural response in you. So because that's the case, now I want you to just use it. So now you just start laughing, and something will come to you from that laugh, and you'll speak a line from there. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
We'll move on, but I want you to take that note. All right, here we go. And now it's, who went on that last one? That was you, Nick, right?
Yep.
Okay, going back to Paul in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. I think we should get going now.
Yeah, I think we should get going too.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me, sir. Does my breath smell like rotten vegetables?
Oh my God. How would you ask someone you don't know that kind of question?
And scene. All right, good job, gentlemen. I got some notes, but tell me about it. What was that like?
It was awesome. I liked it a lot.
Okay, tell me about that, Nick.
I was literally thrown off balance. Like when he said, "Excuse me, sir, your eyebrows are upside down." I couldn't hold it. Like I was supposed to close up, no laugh, and then it just blew up, man.
Dude,
I guess something happens,
Yeah, it does, dude. And it was so, honestly, it created a genuine response in you. So it was fun. It was funny. It was cool to see. Okay? So now, use it, right? Like we talked about. So jumping over, Nick, real quick. Going off to where you were at in the scene. Like, the big note I have for both of you right now is just making sure that we're not initiating with people we don't know. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So basically what was happening is the initiations were great. I really liked them. They established some emotion. Sorry, one sec. I got a note here. Okay, cool. So basically, like when you do this, okay, you want to make sure there's a relationship behind it. So we said things like, "Sir, what is this going on?" Right? And there were a bunch back and forth. We had great emotion, great characters, but the two didn't know each other with a history. So just remember, with those initiations, as much as possible, try and establish knowing each other somehow. So we take this last one, Nick. It was Sir, what was it? Sir Ish? Like, give me a...
Does my breath smell like rotten vegetables?
Okay. So instead of Sir, you just substitute in someone you know.
Okay, gotcha.
And now all of a sudden, we see a relationship there, and Paul has the same response. He's like, "Oh, bro, like, we've talked about this, man. Like, you got to brush your teeth," or whatever. Like, I don't know. And he'll go from that place. And the same, Paul. So we basically want to establish that how we know each other. Okay? Dude, very funny. Loved it. Big smiles, big energy. That was awesome. Good work.
Yeah.
Fun to work with, Paul, man. Good job, dude.
Yeah, Nick, you did great. I didn't even expect to laugh that hard. You know, you just boom, and I was like, yo.
Thank you.
Yeah. You should try stand-up comedy.
Oh, I got a little while to go before I can get there, I think.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was really good.
Sometimes my brain goes blank. So when I'm working on that too, so I'll try to come back with something and I'll just kind of be like, there's nothing in my mind right now, you know? Thank you.
Yeah.
What up, boy? I don't know where the volume is. Oh, there it goes.
What's poppin'?
Please don't neck you. Nothing much. Ow. Get off my jewels. Nico, please. Nothing much. You? I seen you with the glasses. I seen you getting all the compliments.
Yo, Bradley, you here?
Or with the Bradster. Bradley. Bradley has chosen not to be here with me.
I mean,
you go, Paul. It's nice to see you.
Trying hard.
I see you too. Nico.
Stop. Put your tongue in your mouth, you big nasty. Get out of here. It's crazy. Father like son. Father like son. Yeah. I'm waiting for Bradley to appear.
Yeah, I'm letting you guys hang while I get Bradley over here.
Bless us with his appearance.
Hey, there he is.
Hey.
Paul.
Got the coolest guys all in one spot. All right, there we go. All right, down.
What's up, Ian?
What up, Brad?
Nothing. Hey, I kind of took a note from you, and I kind of got underneath blankets right here, laid down. You know,
bro, it's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. So many thoughts come to you. Creativity.
All right, Mr. Blankets. Why don't you start first, Bradley, and then we'll just go back and forth.
Thank you, buddy. Stay down. No.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I declined for the fourth time. Do you want to just call the bank?
Well, yeah, we should probably do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't do what I need to do.
5,
we can always
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't turn it in.
You didn't turn it in?
I know it's important, but I didn't turn it in.
Bro, that's like the whole grade.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So did you just come here to dance on Dad's grave, or?
Oh, that's a loaded question, dude.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here's the plan. We'll get the oysters and then we'll go fishing, if you know what I mean.
Well, if we go fishing first, then we can get the oysters second.
5,
Dude, I don't think
4, 3, 2, 1.
Listen, I think if we did make the jump, right, we have like a 50-50 chance of not breaking our ankles.
You and these crazy plans. I don't need a broken ankle right now. You know that.
You don't need to take stairs.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What are the chances? Do you think I can get that girl's number?
She's a solid 8.
Scene.
I would say 15%.
15%.
15. Wow. That's a little optimistic, Bradley. Okay.
That's a lot.
All right. How'd it feel, guys? Tell me about it.
It felt really good.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Even though it's obviously just all improv. It kind of felt like when we started it, when we initiated it, felt like we were already living in those moments for a while before we started the scene.
Yes. Okay. Before I jump over to Ian, I gotta talk on this. Okay. That's what any great anything does. Let's go with plays. Okay. When you open it, it's not starting off from like this little intro into who they are or whatever. Like, it gets right in it, you know? And if it's not in a heated situation, it's right into the middle of something happening most of the time. Like, they don't as oftentimes establish all the, like, let's say we're in a coffee shop, you know? You don't see them get out of their car, walk into the coffee shop, go in, sit down, wait for the person. Like, you don't see all that. It usually cuts, you see an establishing of the coffee shop, and then you see them inside sitting down, right? So what you guys did so well is you did exactly that, Bradley. You sucked us right in to a situation that was already happening. And that's what we want to do with our improv. And jumping on that, that's the way we created our program for this specific purpose. If you're doing it right, improv should look, sound, and feel like scripted work. Scripted work should look, sound, and feel improvised. You watch a scene in a show and you're like, you think it's right then. You feel like it's happening right then. And you don't feel like it's scripted. When you do improv and you go to a show, you know, you come in with the knowledge that they have nothing set up for them, that it's all happening on the spot. But a great actor will make you feel as if you go out afterwards and you're like, really? Like, you're telling me you didn't plan that? Like, that's what we strive for, okay? Good. Ian, what about for you?
I enjoyed how it felt where if I would start it off, it would feel like you would get the right emotion in terms of what I wanted to go with, whether it was, if I knew what I wanted to go with or not, it just felt right. And then when he would start it or initiate it, my emotions would catch on really quickly, in my opinion. You know, whether it was right or wrong, I would feel something, and then I would start going with that, and then that would be my next line. So it felt good to be able to listen, feel it, and then respond from there. And I think I did. I felt like that throughout all of them.
Definitely. And so when you look back, there's two things I want you to look at, okay? One, you guys already had a chemistry. Before this started, you were like, hey, Ian, you know, like there was this sort of friendship pre-established here. So when that happened, then you guys became totally comfortable with each other and you trusted each other. So regardless, as an improviser, whether you're acting with somebody you know or you don't, that's what you have to create. That's the challenge. And if you do, this will happen. You do that and you initiate, you're just going to feed off of each other, right? And the initiations are what allowed you to do that. Like Bradley just saying, like, what, did you just come here to dance on Dad's grave? It's like, boom, like we're right in this. I now know exactly who you are to him. I know what the situation is, and I want to know more. I want to know more. So if we can remember this and bring this into any scene, not just because it's a drill we're doing, and it becomes second nature like your eggs, Bradley, your scenes will feel like this most of the time. Okay? Good. Good work, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was dope, Ian.
Hey, that was fun, Brad. That was real fun, Bradley. That fun. Now I got to create skits like that. Just wrap it.
You write skits?
I'm trying to. Like, you make it look so easy, and I'm like, damn, like I'm trying to write one. Just one.
Bro, just honestly, it'll come to you when you're not expecting it. You're just gonna have a thought, and you just have to remember to write it down.
That's the hardest part. I'm like, oh, that was good.
And just do it whenever you have an idea, man.
All right.
Great advice.
Right.
Later, Ian. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Oh, just me.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi there, Dakota.
Oh, hi.
All right, bring up your volume, Dakota, because your mic's not picking it up as loud, just so we can hear you a little better.
My volume?
Yeah.
How about this?
As an actor, that's great. Perfect.
Oh, as my instrument.
As an actor, as an instrument. I was not clear. My apologies, my friend. Okay.
You're good, man.
All right, Hannah, you're gonna initiate first whenever you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, Yelp is definitely going to hear about this.
What do you mean?
5,
There's a toenail in my
4,
soup.
3, 2, 1.
Mrs. Whitaker, can I not do the homework?
You're not special. Everyone here has to do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know vitamins are poisonous, right?
No, I've been eating them.
Yeah,
Five,
the pharmacies. They're just trying to
four,
make money.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you for letting me call you and talk to you about my problem.
I mean, I didn't really have a choice, but anytime.
5, 4,
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
God, I'm sorry.
Just next time there's leftover food in the fridge, ask me if it's mine first. Okay?
You didn't put your name on it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Baby, did you happen to get milk on your way home?
I was supposed to get milk? You didn't tell me till now.
Okay. Thank you.
5, 4, scene. Okay, tell me about that, guys.
I was really nervous, and then when it happened, I wasn't. So, no.
Love that. So tell me about that. Tell me about that experience. What was in your head when you were nervous, and how did it get released?
I think I didn't think it was gonna flow as well as it did. Like I didn't, I thought there was gonna be a little brain block for me.
Sure.
And there wasn't, because it was great.
Awesome. Love it. We'll talk on that in a minute. Dakota?
For this one, I really tried to work on establishing characters as well, because I noticed that for my initiations, a lot of the time, unless I'm doing an accent or I'm physicalizing first, I'm not really a character. I'm just kind of me in this situation with this person in this relationship. So I tried to work on that a little more, but it was really good. It flowed really well too.
Agreed. You know what? We totally saw that. And you're right, Dakota. I mean, you have so many voices in your mind. You've practiced them, you've worked them. So when it makes sense, you should totally bring them. And it brings a whole element that certain people don't have, right? That you can bring to the table. There are just people, anybody can learn anything, by the way, but there are certain people who have certain skills. You have an ear for voices, right?
Thank you.
You have to practice, obviously, like anybody, but you have an ear for it. And so that's something you get to bring to the table, to your scenes, that's unique to you, okay? So going back, Hannah, to what you said about planning, you're getting so much better at this. And you know what? I just got to speak on it. I told you this when you first came into teen class, okay? Was it teens first or was it adults first?
I did teens first.
Okay. When you first came in, we were doing the timestamps, and you told me a story about being in downtown and homeless people or something. I can't remember exactly. You and your friend go downtown and play different characters or something. And I just remember sitting there, and I told you this at the time, but I was like, you're going to be really good because you have the freedom to just go. You don't hold back in these ways. And so now you are learning to refine that. You're learning to use it when it's right, not just throw too much information out, but throw it out in the right kind of way where Dakota can deal with it and you guys can build together. And that's what happened. Both of you made a choice to pick some strong characters and you just fed off each other. Okay? So note-wise, I really don't have anything for this because, again, the purpose is just to get you in the habit. My note is write it down and write down how good this was.
Okay.
Because this is what will create those types of scenes, and this is what's going to get you excited to be on the improv stage. Okay, good.
Awesome.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job, Hannah. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was great. I think this is our first time we've done a scene together.
Yeah, I noticed that, and it was funny because I was thinking about it before. I'm like, who haven't I worked with? And I was like, I haven't worked with Hannah, so that would be cool.
Yeah, even when there wasn't this whole thing,
Yeah.
I was we had just always missed. But that was really good.
Yeah, it was really fun. Good job.
I literally tried so hard to switch up the pairings.
You what?
I try so hard to switch them up. It's so hard, but I always try to mix people up the best I can. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm just double checking to make sure I got everybody real quick.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna keep you guys here for a second. Matter of fact, actually, I'll just send you away. I lied. Okay, but I will keep Hannah and send you away Dakota. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
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 See you later.
So here's what we're gonna do. All right. I'm not gonna bring everybody back. I'm gonna do that at the end, and we'll talk about these scenes. We've already talked about them a little bit. Now we're gonna go into scenes. Okay. So I'm keeping you here, Hannah, because you're gonna be in the first set. Okay. Now I'm just gonna mix it up. One of you will initiate, either you or your partner, and then we're gonna start a scene. So I'm gonna let it go a little bit. I'm gonna let it keep happening. So take your time with your initiation to establish something solid, everybody. And then I'll let the scene keep going. I might give you some scene notes after, and we'll move on and get everybody into a scene tonight. So Hannah will be first, along with, let's see here. That's not right. Hold on. I pushed the wrong button. Hannah, you will be with Grace. So bringing Grace in.
Bonjour, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Grace.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Okie dokie. So now you guys can connect. Take your time. Either one of you can initiate whenever you're ready, and we'll start our scene from there.
Okay.
So I'm pregnant, but I don't know who the dad is.
What do you mean you're pregnant?
Well, I was pregnant like a couple months ago, but I don't know who the dad is.
Who Are you for sure? Have you taken tests?
Yes, I'm positive 3 times in a row too.
Did it have 2 lines or 1?
2.
What brand? Was it like $11 one or?
It was the $50 one.
I mean, we can schedule appointment with a doctor.
Maybe, but do you have any idea of like who the dad would be? Because I'm just trying to figure it out.
How would I know who the dad is?
Well, there's Brad, there's Chad, there's Kyle. I don't know. I go to a lot of parties, so my fault.
Where do your parents think you're going?
To book club.
And scene. So bad. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Why are you sorry?
Oh, I tripped over myself because I didn't know how to respond and keep it like family friendly.
Okay. No.
I was like, wait.
I sensed that was the case, and it's so hard sometimes. Like, it's so hard when we're in a situation and that stuff pops in your brain. So all you do is stay patient. Okay. So as an improviser who's been working with us for a while, okay, what's one way to fill the time, to fill the silence?
Argue? No, I don't know.
Without talking. You can't talk. What's one way to fill a silence?
Facial expressions and like movements.
Movements and space work. That's right.
Okay.
So if you get stuck, great. That's going to happen. Okay. Because again, you're doing the right thing. You're making sure you don't say something not family friendly. If you're in a show where you're in a family friendly one, you have to. So you just go to grab a drink and secretly you're thinking of how am I going to make this family friendly? How am I going to switch this? But an audience doesn't know that. All they see is you get more into your reality. It's a little trick. Okay? It's like in an interview. Ask me a question, Hannah.
So why do you want to do this job?
Why do I want to do this job? Well, there's a lot of reasons I want to do this job, but probably the main one, that whole time I'm just thinking of what's my actual friggin' reason.
Yeah.
Okay? But I'm just connected, I'm calm, and I use fillers to do it. That's the other way, is sort of like a repeat or like thinking through it. But if we don't know what to say, just silence. Just find a space work item, and that's going to help you a ton. Okay? There's another spot where you laughed, right? Okay? That happens because it was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, sad. But
I could have gone off of that, but my brain just completely went blank for a second. I was like, wait.
Yes. So what happens there is, and that's fine because it happened. Hannah, this actually isn't for you. This is for Grace. Grace, if you notice that, you have to notice that. So now Hannah has laughed. How do you feel about that?
Probably like surprised or like maybe like a little bit upset since she's not like taking it seriously.
That's right. That's right. So then you just go into that, and that way you acknowledge what happened, because we all saw it happen, and it becomes a happy accident that you get to use in your scene. It's the coolest thing. My favorite types of improv are happy accident improvs, where basically something happened and it wasn't supposed to, but because we embraced it, it turned into something amazing. Okay? Good connection, good listening. You went more the positive direction here without denials. So very good work, guys. Very good. Woo.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. So, I'm like, sorry.
No, you did great.
Mercy. I didn't know who was gonna start too. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused at the beginning too.
It's like we're doing a waiting game.
Yeah.
And one of us jumped.
You win.
So yeah.
So very good work. That's very good.
Ooh. Hi, Connor.
Hi. Oh God.
How's it going?
Let's go pipe down. Sorry.
Oh my.
1 second. My dog is freaking out. Hold on.
Connor.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. What beautiful place are you in right now?
This is my apartment.
Hey. It
Hey.
is so
Moved
nice.
on to the big house.
What's that?
No, I was kidding, because the last time I was at my parents' house, and now.
Yeah, but I love it. I love it. I hadn't seen this. So
Yeah.
it's so nice.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Very modern, very cool. Okay. All right. So either one of you can begin when you're ready. Take your time to zone into character, and start at any time.
So, like, I have to tell you something.
Okay, go ahead. I'm excited.
I was in Old Town, and I went to Maya, and I ran into Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my God. Tell me.
Yeah, like,
You have to tell me everything. This is very exciting.
well, like, he's so short. Did you know that?
Really? How like is he short? He's shorter than you?
Yeah, like, he barely came up to my boobs.
Oh my God. That makes me look at him very differently.
I know. I wish you would have been there, because you, like, love boxing so much.
Yeah. I'm obsessed. I'm so jealous right now. Like, I can't even believe that happened to you and not me. Like,
well, I, like, tried to call you, but, like, the call wouldn't go through. Like,
you should have just kept calling, you know? Like,
it was Floyd Mayweather. He was in front of me.
did you get a picture at least?
No.
You didn't even get a picture? Girl.
No. But I was wanting to ask you.
Okay.
What would you have done in that situation?
I would have gone right up to him and asked for a picture.
Oh.
Okay, good. So we got stuck in the last couple seconds there, right? But up to there, so good. So, Connor, that character was so great. Here's what I think it was inspired off of, but I don't know, so I'm curious. It started from the dog, didn't it?
Yes.
So this is what's cool, and I want everyone to realize that. You used the situation, you were kind of annoyed with the dog for a second, and so there was just like this, and then that inspired you to just like do one of these. It literally, like, your head turned back because you were looking at the dog, and it turned right into character. It was just like, it was so cool. So I want everyone to realize that is using your situation to your advantage. Something that could be like throw you becomes something that you use and is a happy accident. This is not just improv. This is script too. This is auditions. Like, things will throw you, and some people will be thrown, and others will use it to their advantage. Okay? So that was so cool. The other thing you did, Connor, that I want you to note is this goes all the way back to what I talked about earlier. You, I'm assuming, have been to Old Town?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a place, the Maya, right? I've been there, I've seen it. So, like, you know that place. It's in your subconscious. It's in your mind. So this goes back to the things in our life can be used. So you totally, because you've been there, it's been on your mind, you thought about it, it came right out. That's that, like, when you're relaxed, the answers are all up there. We've got years and years of experience of life that will just come into our scenes if we just let it, okay? Alicia, I loved, you're getting so good at your camera, like using it to your advantage. So there were so many times where Alicia would come in and just get this much closer. Like, not much, but enough that it told a story. Enough that it said that she was super excited. Her physicality said that she was excited. So what I want us to pay attention to is when she said the whole thing about you not listening or not answering, right? So you're like, you should have called me more. Then at that point, we move back to Floyd.
Yeah, that's where I was like trying to shift back to her because I was like, it's still too much. It's not getting to like the root of why we're talking. Like, that's a part of it, but I wanted to, reach out to her.
That's right. So now drop Floyd totally, because it happened organically. We just missed it because we were already jumping too fast. But she said, like, oh, you should have just called me more.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, okay, so now we can make an assumption. Probably this happens, right? Yeah. You tried to invite her. You tried to bring her out. She said no or didn't answer or whatever. And now she's put it back on you. So then you use that, and there it is. And you're totally right. That's where you use that to dive in, and you've already created this awesome relationship we can build off of that on. Okay? Cool. Good job, girls.
Good job.
Woo.
Good job.
All right, next is going to be Vicky Sweeney, a.k.a. Brian's mom. Hello, Brian's mom. And let's see. She's super comfy, just chilling. I love it.
Is that a sloth?
Mom, is that a sloth? Oh, she's getting her audio on.
Oh no, we've got to know at one point. Just gotta let us know.
Mother, is that a sloth? Connor would like to know, is that a sloth, before I send her away?
Yes, it is. Look here.
Is that a sloth?
Yeah, it is. Isn't it exciting?
So cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my mom's. It was my. It was my mom's. It was my mom's.
Bye, Connor.
Bye.
Okay.
Is that a sloth?
Yes, it is. It was your grandmother's.
Is that a sloth?
All right, so go ahead and mute that live video now, Mom, the YouTube.
Look here. Yeah, it is. Isn't it exciting? How cute. Yeah. Yes, I did that. I'm sorry. I forgot I was on.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, so either one of you can begin. We're just doing a scene together, but we want to start with a strong initiation.
I'm not sure I can tell you this.
You can tell me anything.
I'm just not sure I can trust you on this thing.
Margaret, we've known each other for so long. You can tell me anything.
Well, you know Janice, right?
Yeah. From accounting?
Shh, keep it down.
Sorry. Yeah. From accounting?
Yeah. We're in the office, so be careful, even though we have these little cubicles, people can hear us. So keep it down.
Sorry.
She went out with the boss last night. Yep.
No.
Yeah. Know how I know? Aren't you going to ask me?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, I was walking down the street, and over in the window, in the side of my eye, I saw them sitting at a table together, and they were drinking. He was smiling at her, and they were holding hands.
Gosh.
And you know, we have a policy about not dating. And I mean, like, he's the boss.
Yeah. Dang. She could get fired for that.
I know, but I was like thinking if he's the boss and he does that, maybe. Would you like to go out sometime?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Now we have to keep it a secret, though. But I'm so excited.
And scene. Okay. Good. That was cute.
Yeah, I love that. That was awesome.
Okay. So notes. The listening was really good. Really good. I loved the whispering and the cuteness in that. We needed to get to the dating part faster.
Okay.
And here's the why behind that. The why is we get tired, doesn't matter what it is, of talking about people who aren't in the scene. So the idea of a whispering thing actually established the connection between the two of you. It established you guys caring about each other and gossiping at work, but then we don't want to just get stuck in the gossip. That's all.
Okay.
So if we get to that dating thing quicker, then it's like cute. Also, Dakota, you weren't really that into the dating thing, right?
Yeah, I wasn't at first, and then I abandoned that idea and just said yes to it.
What wasn't my hair, Dakota? I didn't get it.
So now, man, I want you. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So now you have to deal with it.
Okay.
Like,
because it was just like, yeah. I'm like, oh,
right.
He's pretty excited about
you got
that.
low key, and Mom, this is a new thing that the kids say. Okay, you got low key rejected. Okay. So technically you said yes, but you got low key rejected, and so it's one of those things where now you would want to notice that and deal with that, and she should be embarrassed or something. Okay.
Okay.
Guys, great scene. Loved it. Good work.
Thanks. That was fun.
Yeah, that was real fun. Good job, Vicky. I love that.
Same to you. Thanks.
Honestly, you started going, I'm just like, oh, you're giving me everything. This is awesome. Thank you. This is great.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, it was fun.
I had a good time with it.
Oh, that scene had me, I was crying. That was...
Aww.
Quick question.
That was so awkward. It was just like, I saw your face and you're like... It's like, I've been there. I feel that.
I feel it. I definitely feel that. Dakota, see ya.
Love you. Bye.
Elizabeth, have you been in a scene with Paul yet?
I don't think so.
Coolio. You guys are gonna be scene partners.
Awesome.
You were like so smiley and kind to him that I was like, okay, I want to put them in a scene.
His glasses were swaggin'. What can I say?
It was so cool. Oh, what was that word you used?
Swaggin'.
What does that mean? Is that a cool thing that I need to know?
He has a lot of swag. He has a lot of flavor.
Swaggin'. Oh, I thought you said slagging.
No. Oh my God.
I was like, what is this word I've never heard?
Oh my God. No.
It sounds negative, but I mean, it was used in a positive light. So, yeah. What's up, Paul?
Yay. And Elizabeth.
Me.
How's the palate?
Me. All right. Either one of you can start the scene whenever you're ready, okay? Let's connect in, get into character.
Why would you lie about being related to Michael Jackson? That's so stupid.
Look, the thing is, I don't like being associated. I won't say I'm proud of it. I'm not into it. Wait, do you think if I come out now, Is it gonna make any difference?
I mean, you know, you have your following, and I swiped and we matched because, you know, you're related to Michael Jackson and I thought that'd be cool. So are you lying about any other things that I should know about?
No.
No. So, let's go through your profile, shall we? So you're actually 7'4", right?
Yes.
Okay. So you speak all languages in the world, including telekinesis, which you consider your own language.
Yes.
You know what? Why are you lying to me? Why can't you just tell me something that's truthful? Please just tell me about yourself. I'm interested in you. Just open up to me.
Okay. I have ADD, so pretty much affects me in some way. When I really been like, I don't usually get it.
Hey, I mean, there's no need to cry. We definitely met on attentiondeficitdating.com, so it's nothing to do.
Attentiondeficitdating.com. That would be a long URL. Okay, great. So for time, I got to give it a quick wrap here. Very good, guys. Very good listening. Paul, I want you. We've talked about your physicality. Guys, study Paul's physical actions. They're really good. So when you were lying every time, did you realize you went down? Paul?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, did you see that, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
So it was brilliant. I mean, there was this, and it could have got brought up or not, but it was just a small, subtle thing that we as an audience see. We see you go like this and realize that's a lie. So if the scene continued, now if the ADD thing's a truth, Paul, you'd want to stay up. So you'd be here, and it's like, I have ADD, whatever. If it's a lie again, you'd go down here, and at some point she would notice, and that's a game you could play inside of the scene, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Good listening. Love the creativity. And it all sparked from this truth in dating that a lot of people can relate to, and you guys just heightened. It was so fun. Like, Elizabeth, you just going like, all right, well, let's just go through the profile. Like, so great. Just so great. Okay, good job, guys.
Thank you. Good job, Paul.
Yeah.
Swagging out. You did it. High five through the internet. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you do like for your hair? What'd you do?
Just water.
Oh, last time it was colored, I think.
Oh yeah. They're called peekaboos. So I hide them under here. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're like little. It's like business all around, and then party when it's time.
Oh, okay.
Why did Brad go?
Yeah.
Hold on, Bradley. I'm trying to find you.
What? Oh, I was like, what's going on?
Okay.
But I like are your glasses prescription? Do you actually wear glasses?
Not at all. In fact, let me tell you a little secret. Those were my mom's glasses.
Oh, okay.
So I'll consider it a prop, I guess. A costume in his own way.
No, Michael Jackson was the reason why I've got like a mini shrine.
I'm kicking y'all out. See you later. Cool hair, Elizabeth. I just learned something new.
Ian, are you frozen? He's not frozen.
You already know where I'm at. I'm in the bed. No, I'm not.
You are. We see. All right. Either one of you can begin whenever you're ready.
Wait. There we go, Nick. Oh, yeah.
No, Joe, I'm having a really hard time, man.
All right. We'll go together.
I don't know. I guess it's just like I get super nervous when people are talking to me, and like I start sweating a lot, and I start to smell kind of nasty. You know what I mean?
That's okay. No one's going to judge you for that.
It kind of seems like I'm getting judged a lot, though. People won't really come near me.
Who are they, right? Like, who are they to judge? Like, we don't all smell.
One was my girlfriend, so I guess that kind of mattered. But the other one's not really.
If she can't love you for the way you smell now, then who needs her?
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Right. What do you think?
Wait, what, Craig? Say it again.
I said, I guess I can use deodorant, right? Or just any person. I could use both. I mean, they make both, but I mean, I kind of like the sweat. I just don't like the smell.
All right. So I want to talk about this because something cool happened. We got stuck on deodorant there at the end, okay, because it got awkward, but I know how to fix it, so I want to tell you. So first things first, great. Here's what's happened. There's a situation here where in real life, this happens a lot, right? When you're there for a friend, if there's a bad girl in his life, you talk him through it, right? Mm-hmm. That's what was going on. But the situation, and this is where improv is wonderful, if Nick takes it seriously, which he did, the situation is Nick's smelliness. Which normally you'd be like, dude, put on some deodorant. But instead, Ian, you played the game with him. You got in the boat with Nick, and you're like, look, if she can't love you for how you smell, then you don't belong together, right? And so then from there, Nick, you accepted that. So then you want to just keep it on the two of you now. You know, you can go any direction of like thanking him for that, or thanking him for always being there, or talking about how you're going to get rid of this girl or how he could help you, whatever. What happened was we got stuck after that because it was such a genuine moment that then it was tough to like go somewhere else. So that's where I'll give you the same advice I gave Hannah earlier. I believe it was Hannah. Use space work or something. So you connect in that moment, and then maybe he goes to grab a drink or something while you're figuring it out, and use that as a way to fill the space while you figure out where to take it next. Okay? Instead of just throwing something out there, be patient, be okay with the silence, and find a way to fill it. Ian, way to play the game, dude. That was so funny. So funny. Both of you guys just said, all right, this is a game. I see it. And we'll teach you as we keep going further how to drag out all the juice from that game that you possibly can.
No.
Oh, I love dogs.
Okay, my puppy's going crazy.
Good job.
That's why I didn't hear him when he said deodorant. Like, because mine was like, I was like, wait. I was going to BS, and I was going to be like, yeah, I heard him. And I was like, you were like, you get it, right? And I was like, I didn't hear you.
I wouldn't even be able to tell, man. You played it off great.
Well, there's one of you.
It's me.
What's up, Truman?
What's up, Brian?
You're so psyched for Valleywood, dog. Are you just like freaking out right now?
I cannot wait to be back.
You're gonna be in the studio on Monday, dude. It's gonna be so.
Oh yeah.
Helping out kids.
Mm-hmm.
Bradley, you disappeared on me, bro.
No. So I think there's a lag on the live video versus Zoom.
Yeah,
maybe I'm just blind. I couldn't find your name in Zoom, and I was like, maybe you just ditched out on me, broke my heart. But you're good. I'm now fulfilled. All right, either one of you can start whenever I'm done being awkward.
I don't know what to do, man.
Have you told anybody else?
No, I don't know how everyone's gonna react.
Well, I think the first person you should tell are your parents.
Well, you know them. They won't accept it. They expect the best from me, and I can't do that anymore. It's too much.
Everybody, we have our own issues that we got to work through,
Yeah.
But they can't help you if you don't tell them that there's a problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're always right.
I just know because I've lived it.
Thanks, man.
Anytime you need me. So you're gonna go back to school on Monday, or?
Scene. Oh man, guys, this is so nice. So nice. So I want to talk on this just from a it's okay to be just emotional in improv. So what you guys did so well, we've talked about it a lot tonight, was you both allowed the silence to happen. You both sort of sat in it. And anytime we've been, all of us really, in some form of situation that was serious, that happens. Because we're trying to weigh what to say next or how to help the person. It doesn't just fly into our minds and we go, go, go. So the most fascinating part of this scene was watching you, Bradley, figure out how you were going to guide this kid. Figure out how you were going to help him through whatever he had going on. Truman, to your credit, in the beginning, throwing the hood up was such a small, subtle choice, but it was great. And it just told us something about your character that made us go, okay, now I have an idea of who this guy is, and I saw trouble. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just saw trouble, right? And then Bradley then noticed that, and that's how we got into this place where we both started listening and helping each other. So the one thing is, did we ever get to the what happened? Like, what was the seriousness of it?
No.
So that's the one thing I wanted. At some point, we want to get to that. So it was good right there at that end, and that's why it stopped us. We got to like, yeah, like, well, I've been there kind of deal. So then Truman, something like, really? And he's like, yeah, I blank. And that's where Bradley gets a chance to tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay.
But that was a great point right then to figure out what that is. If we go back to school, Bradley, or something else, then it's going to be hard to get back to that organic place where we find out what that thing is. Okay?
That's true.
Guys, great scene. Super connected. I love it. I'm going to bring
Good
everybody.
job, Bradley.
Dope job, Truman.
Yeah, like, well.
All right, let's go ahead and mute those live videos.
Out what that is. Back find out what that means. Okay?
That's true.
Guys, I love it.
So make sure your live video is muted. As we all come in, we're going to close class in here. Okay, great. Guys, everybody give yourselves a round of applause. So awesome. So great tonight. We're right here at time, so I'll throw out a couple announcements in a second. But our big theme tonight was just this idea of the power of a really good initiation. What it can do for our scene partner and what it can do for us and our confidence. So my encouragement to you, we're off next week. We'll be back the week after. Keep practicing these. And I said this at the beginning, but it always bums me out when we give out these homework assignments. There's a reason we don't grade stuff. Like, A, that's dumb. But B, like, I want you to take this stuff, not see it as a grade, and go, I always want to get better. I've now been given a tool that I could use consistently to keep getting better. So you can be writing out initiations constantly. Last night someone asked, how can I be working on this? Well, Connor brought up, I watch, was it Connor brought up the TV shows? Or who brought up the TV shows?
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Was Elizabeth? Elizabeth, right, sitcoms, okay. So, like, that's a great place to pick up characters. Stuff like that. You write things down. As we're getting back out of the lockdown and you start going to restaurants and stuff, study. Study people. In New York, they sit on the subways. Actors sit on the subways and just watch people live and then go home and write notes about it and then relive those characters. Like, that's how we develop things. And then you don't bring it to the stage with the intention of doing that character, but it's in the back of your mind. It's in your subconscious, and you can then do something with that thing. So realize that as you guys start getting back out to seeing things and doing doing things and seeing people. That's a backwards way to do that.
Aging Dr. Freud.
Oh, you got a way to point it out, okay? Then you can start studying these things. And again, if you're at home, study them on TV, study them through other ways. So, guys, great work tonight. Seriously,